we were migrant workers. The migrant worker had, very, very little protection of any type. And we would just wander around the Midwest looking for work. Every year around the middle of April, we would get in the back of some truck and we'd, take our few belongings, las colchas, some blankets and a kerosene stove, and that was it. And we'd,
that was it.
Seal up our house, in Crystal City, and put boards in the windows and the doors and get in the truck and take off. My father had no education at all, either in Spanish or in English. And he taught himself how to read and write Spanish. And he could speak English. Not well, but he could speak it. My mother had a second grade education, but she knew how to read and write Spanish well, and speak English, rather haltingly. And I think she's forgotten it already, but she was the one that would write for my dad in English, to the different farms we were going to and help out with the contracts that we had. Yeah. But they always inculcated in us a need for learning, reading. They were very, they impressed upon us, the need to read. And so they provided us with as many reading materials as they could. Yeah. I'm talking about newspapers, magazines they would ask, the farmers to give us so we could learn more things. So.
The visits during Tomás's illness and during his death, Tomás believed and loved this university. He was very proud of it. It was his life. He worked very hard at it.
The Graduate Student Association had the idea of perhaps helping graduate students to further their own careers. Our funds were very limited, and Chancellor Rivera, upon hearing of our plight, stepped forward, not just with the funds that he controlled at the university, but knowing the need even reached into his own pocket.
The Chancellor was called on to make several very difficult decisions, but he could always be counted on to listen to all concerned with care and compassion and make what he felt were the best decisions for the general campus as a whole.
His cause lives and will continue to live as long as those of us who admired him so much don't let him die.
What I enjoy the most? Well, meeting different types of people. I think meeting different types of people, viewing and attempting to solve problems from a total perspective, sensing the whole institution that I'm heading, seeing the whole thing is something that I enjoy very much. So I think it's people and the job itself and the dynamics of the whole total operation is something that I truly enjoy.